Hi, I'm reading this book, Start With Why, with Simon Sinek. And there is a early principle in that book that he talks about that I'd really like to just kind of see if I can summarize for you a little bit, because it really is impactful to me. Simon gives us lots of illustrations about how different products and companies have come to market and and not paying attention to something that has become known in terms of how to create a groundswell of interest and reach a tipping point, if you will, in terms of product enthusiasm and product volume and sales. One particular example of that is the TiVo. TiVo apparently is a very smart technology that influences how we watch TV, and it's actually become an English verb. I'm going to TiVo this, which means that you are recording TV when you're at work to watch later when you come home in the evening through your satellite or cable services. When in fact TiVo was intended to be a standalone product sold to provide that extra smart, intuitive recording device for you. However, TiVo didn't pay attention to some of the principles of marketing that are known that Simon talks about, and that is starting with why. And I've tried to I've taken his illustrations from the book here to help you understand where we're talking with that. And I'm going to be quoting from the book. I haven't tried to memorize this or anything, but he has what he calls the golden circle, and that is 3 concurrent rings, and it starts with why in the center, and then your next message is why, how it works, and then what it is, but always starting with why. And let me just read for you from his book. The limbic brain, and it also has, the brain has 3 circles, the limbic brain being the center of our thinking. It doesn't really have a means of expression. It's a very intuitive, it's responsible for all of our feelings, such as trust and loyalty, and responsible for all human behavior and all our decision making, but has no capacity for language. Isn't that amazing to have that kind of power? And when we communicate from the inside out, when we start with why, when we say, I'm participating in my MLM company, which is Manitech, because I firmly believe in the mission and values of that company in being a one-for-one company, meaning that when I impact my personal health, then I am impacting the health of a child somewhere in the world. We want to impact the health of 5 million children every month with our products, connecting consumer to child. And that's the why of Manitech. We want to impact, we want to address the problem of malnutrition with our children. That's their why. And how are they doing that? They are doing that by providing superior real food technology products that impact people's health. And then of course we have the what and how you do the delivery. Our language, so when we communicate from the inside out, starting with why, we're talking directly to the part of the brain that controls decision making, and our language part of the brain that allows us to rationalize those decisions. Now let me just skip over a number of pages in his book. Just want to read this to you. He goes in this chapter talking about how Herb Kelleher with Southwest Airlines was able to take that company, that airline, and make it one of the best customer service airlines in the world, and people love to fly Southwest, and they have developed a culture of caring and a safety net for their employees. Their employees know that the company will stand up for them really in the face of grumpy and belligerent passengers, so they know that they can trust the company to take care of them. And that's another whole long story. But Southwest now gets recommendations from their happy customers, and this is what it means for them as a company, and what it can mean for you as you are selling a service, a product. What you want are trusted recommendations, because Simon says a trusted recommendation is powerful enough to trump facts and figures and even multi-million-dollar marketing budgets. However you slice it, the opinions of others matter, and the opinions of those we trust matter the most. So, the question is, how are you going to get enough influencers to talk about you so that you can make, the system tip in your favor in terms of what you're doing in marketing and what you're doing in promoting your coaching, what you're doing in promoting a service that you have. Simon, of course, has lots more about that, but what he's talking about here is in your message to market message, start with why. Start with why you're offering whatever it is that you are offering, and have people engage with that emotionally and with a sense of trust, so that you are catching. And again, he talks about this market curve where you have early adapters and in the middle and the late market. And so if you can catch the imagination of these early adapters and they get to trust and know and use your product and start recommending it to other people, it'll start getting a groundswell so that the middle market then is ready to pick up on your recommendation and increase the the volume, the market buzz around whatever it is that you're doing. It's a great little book. Of course, I can't tell you everything that did it, but there are some really key points. I'm using a pen and a ruler to read the thing. It has so many good nuggets in there. It's Pat Campbell at patleecampbell.com. Do come to my blog. I have lots of other things there, little tips, experiences, and I'd love to have you come and visit me there. Leave a comment, hook up with me on Facebook. I'm glad to see you there as well. Bye-bye for now.